It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up half.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-Wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, outside, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Here, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Here, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Here, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, guys? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. What a day. What a day. The market is in absolute rally mode. Mr. Jerome Powell, we thank you for your blessings. Santa Claus and his reindeer are quite pleased with Jerome Powell's speech today. In case you guys are just finding this live stream, I've been telling you very specifically for the last several months that we could be in store for a Santa Claus rally that nobody is positioned for. You are seeing it happen today, how people are not positioned for a Santa Claus rally. We've been talking about it these last couple of months. We talked about it a lot the last couple of days. And Jerome Powell just gave the markets exactly what they wanted to hear. What did he say today? I'm going to answer those questions for you guys. Why did the markets move to the upside? I'm going to answer those questions for you guys. What does this mean for the likelihood of the markets rallying higher into the end of the year? I'm going to answer those questions for you. What does it mean for my thoughts on next year? Now, if you've been following our live stream the last couple of days, I've given you guys 2, not 1, I've given you 2 major stock market predictions. Over the last couple of days, if you've been watching the lives, I gave it to you for the last 2 days. What does it mean for those predictions? Does today's action in Jerome Powell's speech, does it confirm both of my predictions, or is one of them changing? All the questions that I've been getting from people today after the massive rally in the markets, I'm going to give you guys all those answers here today. You better take some notes. Huge day in the markets. Welcome all of my TTG fam. Welcome all of our viewers on the YouTube channel. And congratulations. to any of our viewers that have been paying attention, that have positioned themselves for this type of a Santa Claus rally. It's a massive day in the markets. We're going to break it all down. Is there more legs to go? Is there more upside tomorrow? We're going to talk about it all right here, right now. Folks, welcome. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader and now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those who have been living under a rock for the last couple of years, TTG is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that is available today. So if you are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free, where myself, other professional trading moderators from TTG, as well as special guests, will drop golden nuggets to give you free lessons, education, and analysis that can help you become better traders immediately. So take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and also, guys, share this stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, let's educate, let's empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. Now, folks, why should you listen to any of the stuff that I talk about on these live streams? It's because I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a hedge fund in New York City. It's my first job out of college. That is where I learned how to trade. And then 2008 happened. And that was the stock market crash, the Great Recession, the housing crisis. But that's also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Fast forward now, I am the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading moderators and a staff of around 28 people, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world to learn to trade and profit consistently. That's helped us become the fastest growing and highest rated online educational platform because we combine university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools. We do workshops and mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures, for all styles of trading as well. Day trading, swing trading, and yes, long-term portfolios and long-term investing. We do it all inside of True Trading Group. You see, we take that university level curriculum and we combine it with today's top financial tools. These tools would cost you over $5,000 a year easy if you were to pay for them on your own. Benzinga, Trade Ideas, TradingView, right? Quote Media, all of these tools are tools that successful traders use that help them make better decisions. They get access to more information. That helps their level of success and their consistency. If they use them, so should you. But the problem is they cost a lot of money. $5,000, it's a lot of money for someone that's just starting out. We know that. That's why we spend years building relationships with these companies so that we can offer their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. You'll also get access to 10,000 of the TTG members, the most successful, helpful, educated community of traders that you're ever going to find. And of course, all of the real-time trade alerts from myself and the 9 professional trading mods at TTG that have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 2 years. Adam, what's up, bro?
Nothing. I'm excited. I don't want to hear any more.
Oh, you're just sales. Like, yes, you just want to come on here. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Forget the sales. We do this every time. Let's fuck, let's
this is, guys, listen, I got to bring on Adam here. I got to bring Adam on here today for this live stream. I mean, Adam, for those that don't know, he's my business partner and also co-founder of True Trading Group, the man behind the curtain, so to speak, that makes this platform tick. All those tools I was just mentioning to you, you all can thank this guy for making sure that they're all available on the platform so that you have the best chance of success by using those tools at no additional cost whatsoever. So the man behind the curtain, everybody give a big warm ayo to Adam. Adam, what's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Just a ridiculous day today.
I don't even know how to start.
Yeah, I got to tell you, let's start with this. Does everybody remember when the world was ending, when the sky was falling, and I was
all right. We get that. We get that. I when you went to bed last night, yes, when Mikey was getting tucked in his race car pajamas,
yes,
and he was getting in with his Trader of the Year award on his mantle, right? Did you? Would you have ever have guessed that this would have happened today?
No, absolutely not. I'm not. And let me be clear about this, guys. I am not coming on this live stream like I knew we were going to 408 on the SPY today, because I did not. I mean, I am absolutely astonished at the size that the market made, the size of the move that the market's made today.
How would you equate this?
This is the type of move that you got when the CPI number was lighter than expected a few weeks ago. This is that big of a move. Now, I did not expect the market to go to 408 today on the back of the catalyst that happened today. Jerome Powell gave a speech today. He then answered a couple of questions. That's the reason why the market did what it did. You had a lot of economic data come out today as well. You had the Beige Book come out today. You had job openings come out today. You had ADP employment report come out today. There was a lot of pieces of data that came out today, and the market basically just shrugged them all off and was just like, I'm waiting for Jerome. I'm waiting for Jerome. I'm waiting for Jerome. Jerome Powell spoke, and then the markets reacted. I mean,
I'm a happily married man to my wife of 12 years this December. But I'll be gosh darn if that little man, the power that he holds, doesn't turn me on to all high hell.
Isn't it crazy? You really, think about that. Imagine your work. Imagine like if I came on a live stream and I was like, hey guys, and I said something and the market just rallied, 14 points.
Bro, talk dirty to me.
Imagine having that kind of influence and power over global markets. It's incredible.
Somebody says, if I join the group, will I learn how to trade? Absolutely.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn how to do.
We'll get into all that in a second. Trust me, if there's one thing we're not short on these live streams, it's sales.
Right.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yes, Jocelyn, absolutely. You will learn how to trade. Absolutely.
Yeah. Jeez, man, I don't even know what I mean. I guess the difference between this and the CPI, we have to see what happens tomorrow. But CPI touched above 400 when it came out, right? But did not hold there.
Yes, we did not hold above 400. Here, I'll go to the daily chart just so everybody can see. We did not hold. We got above 400 after the CPI number came out. Okay, here's the CPI number. That's the CPI number. Okay, so there's the CPI number. We got above 400, couldn't hold it. Then we got above 400 again, and then again, couldn't hold it. And then now today, Jerome Powell sends you skyrocketing over the 200-day moving average. That's why today is so important. That's a clean break of the 200-day moving average. And it's a clean break above the 200-day moving average on a massive volume day. Okay. And obviously these volume bars are not real. So the volume is actually, it's about, maybe 10 million shares less than what you see here, which still puts you at a massive volume bar, the heaviest volume bar that you have seen since the CPI day. So that's why today is so significant. You broke through a major level of resistance, and that level of resistance is this line. I'll make it red. Okay, it's this red line that you see drawn on my screen. This is that level that we've been talking about, which is the gap entry from, this was also a CPI number, this big red day. That was a CPI number a couple months ago. And then you can see resistance, and then you can see resistance, and then you see the yellow line, which is the 200-day moving average acting as resistance, and you blasted through it today.
Bro,
on
check this
huge
out.
volume.
This is a comment from Jim Lee, who I believe is Tom Lee's negative brother. Says it will sell off tomorrow. Don't get too excited.
No, I know that's the same person that's been saying the market's going to sell off ever since the very beginning of October, and they continue to get run over on puts and continue.
Who, Jim Lee?
No, I'm just saying that's people. I mean, you can't. I mean, listen, you guys can't. I mean, you're making a huge mistake. Listen, could the market pull back tomorrow and give back some of today's move? Listen, I think today's move is an overreaction. I don't think we should have gone to 408 today based on the catalyst that you got. But you can't ignore what the market is showing you. It's like, this is the thing. Like, I can sit here and I can tell you guys that I believe that next year, I believe that, I already gave you my stock market predictions for next year, Q1, Q2. I think the markets go back down again. I think you have a market sell-off in Q1, Q2. But before that happens, you can't sit here and ignore the fact that the market is moving to the upside, and you have the setup of a Santa Claus rally, especially if the December 13th CPI number is lighter than expected. And if you're just going to buy put options the entire way through, you're going to lose a ridiculous amount of money over these last 2 months. If you've been buying put options in October and November, you are getting destroyed. Now, you can still be bearish the market and still trade the action that is in front of you. Listen, if the market holds 403, then I'm sorry, there's more room to the upside. This red line that you see on my screen, that is a level that you now need to look. Is it support? Okay. Is it support? Okay. Oh man. Oh, that's such the wrong way to look at it. Jim Lee, do not think of it that way. Jim Lee says, until inflation moves back to 2 to 3%, we're in a bear market. Okay. First of all, inflation's not going back to 2 to 3% for at least 12 to 16 months minimum. Okay. Inflation's not going back to 2% until you're probably into 2025. Okay. So if you think you're just going to be buying put options until 2025, you're going to make the biggest investing and trading mistake of your entire life. So you have to be able to.
That's a serious statement.
It is a serious statement. And because you have to be able.
Do you really think that would be the biggest trading and investment mistake?
Yes, because you will blow up your entire account shorting as the market moves to the upside. And when the market finally goes back down, you're going to think it's going to go lower because you're waiting for inflation to be back at 2%. And you're going to miss the long-term buying opportunity of a lifetime. Because after the market does sell off next year and you go into the economic.
So you still believe the market is going to sell off next year?
Yes, I do.
So despite what happens today and despite what happens with the Santa Claus rally, you still think that the market is going to sell off at the beginning of 2023?
Yes, I do. Q1, Q2, I still believe the markets go back to the downside in Q1, Q2. But that doesn't mean that we can't trade the market to the upside like we have been over the last month and a half.
I got to tell you, man, I give you a lot of crap during the day. For those that don't know, Mike and I are extremely close. This guy is my family. He's one of the godparents to my kids. We give each other a lot of crap, but I got to tell you, man, all joking aside, all whatever, I am so incredibly impressed with how you have called the past 18 to 24 months. I mean, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to make you go do it. I'm going to make you go back through videos starting 18 months ago, and you're going to find clips of these things that you say. And I'm going to have our videographer, Jeremy, I'm going to have him put together a little minute video on it, because it should be seen on CNBC. It should be seen on bigger channels. It is, and it's too consistent for it to just be a guess. You know what I'm saying? Nothing gives me more pleasure than to debunk you on something. Honestly, nothing gives me more pleasure than to debunk you on something. But I am telling you, I have not seen such accurate, they're not even predictions anymore. These aren't predictions. These are straight up, you are reading tea leaves at this point. I mean, it's pretty wild. Nice. And it takes a lot of backbone to come onto a live stream and say some of the things that you say.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean,
listen, I really appreciate you saying that. And I see a lot of comments from members, and people on the YouTube channel. And I have my analysis over the last 2 years on this market has been absolutely spot on. And I appreciate you saying I'm not going to be right all the time, guys. I mean,
you haven't been right about everything. You had thought that the CPI number previous to this last one was going to come in lower. It came in above. Yeah. I keep a record of all the times you're wrong too.
Yeah.
But you have been really, I mean, of the things that you can actually deduce and you can actually see and utilize your experience for, you really have been spot on, man. I mean, no one knows what the CPI number is going to be. You know what I mean? So for you to say, I think it's going to come in light, all right, cool, man. Flip a coin.
Right, exactly. There's no way for you to know what that's going to be.
Yeah. So quick question. What catalysts come out tomorrow? let's start there.
Tomorrow's,
Just answer that question first, then I'm going to follow it up.
yeah, tomorrow's really important. Not only is tomorrow important just from a technical trading, technical analysis, right? Just technical analysis. After you have a day like you had today, it is extremely important to see that day, to see follow through in market leaders. If you see follow through, if you see follow through tomorrow in the likes of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, then this move will stick. All right. So it's very, very important when you have an outsized move like you had today, which is a complete overreaction momentum type of move where people just got caught off sides. They're not positioned for this move and they are chasing this market to the upside, which is why I thought the Santa Claus rally could happen in the first place, because people are not positioned for it and they're going to chase that performance into the end of the year. But catalyst wise, you have initial jobless claims tomorrow, continuing jobless claims, and the PCE index. That is a major piece of inflation data.
What is the PCE index?
Okay, that's a piece of inflation data that the Fed pays attention to. Okay, it's similar to it doesn't get as much attention. It's called the Personal Consumption Expenditure Index. Okay, that's PCE, Personal Consumption Expenditure. It basically just measures the cost of living in the United States. All right. That number is something that the Federal Reserve pays extremely close attention to. So that number comes out tomorrow. So that could really continue to push this market and solidify this move, because Jerome Powell was very specific in his speech today. He said some dovish things. He said some hawkish things. The dovish things that he said today were, we might slow the pace of our rate hikes as soon as December. That means you're getting 50 basis points in December. He also said, slowing the pace of rate hikes at this time reduces risk. Dovish.
What kind of risk is he talking about?
The risk of a recession. Okay, so
you think there's a part of Uncle Jay that still believes that he's going to be able to pull off some sort of a soft landing?
He actually addressed that today. Now, you will never, ever see a Federal Reserve chairman predict a recession. You'll never see it. You'll never. If a Fed chair thinks we're going to have a recession, they will say, I expect zero growth. You're not going to have someone come out and say, yeah, we're going to have a recession next year. You're never going to see it, right? Or at least we have never seen it. Maybe Jerome Powell wants to be the first, but you've never had a Fed chair tell you a recession is going to come. But Jerome Powell has stood pretty well by his stance that, listen, is it possible that we have a soft landing? Yes, it is still very possible, and I'm still hopeful that we can achieve it. But he did say 2 weeks ago, or was it more than that, a few weeks ago, this was 3 weeks ago at this point, when he said that the window is narrowing for a soft landing, which is the truth. That statement is a true statement. Is it still possible that you can avoid a recession? Listen, a Goldman Sachs analyst put out a note 2 weeks ago that said they actually think we narrowly avoid a recession next year. That growth goes all the way down to a zero level, but doesn't go negative. So Jerome Powell's not the only person that thinks that. Tom Lee thinks that we can avoid a recession next year. Jim Lebenthal thinks we can avoid a recession next year. Don't call these people stupid, because I know exactly what's going to happen. You're going to have people on this live stream that are overly bearish that are going to say that they have 1 year of experience, that you're going to call someone that manages hundreds of millions of dollars and has done this for 40 years. You're going to call them stupid. They're not stupid. They have their reasonings. You can agree with or disagree with their reasonings. But Jerome Powell's not the only person that says we could avoid a recession. So it's still possible. But I'd say it's, Jerome Powell probably at this point probably thinks it's like a 50-50 shot.
Okay. So is Jerome Powell due to speak anytime before the next CPI data or before the next Fed meeting?
No, they're going to be in a quiet period now. No, they're going to go through a quiet period now.
What does a quiet period mean?
Where they're not, I think it's within 2 weeks of a Fed meeting or 1 week within a Fed meeting. Fed members are not allowed to give public statements when they're that close to a policy decision. It's called a quiet period.
So basically that means they're going to stay out of our way.
They're going to stay out of our way. Yes.
Got it. Interesting. So what do you think takes place tomorrow?
I think that tomorrow you may...
And I get it. This is a loaded question.
Yeah. No, it is. But
this is a loaded... You have a 50-50 chance of being right on this question.
Yeah. I'm just based on I'll just tell you exactly what I think based on my experience. When you see this type of action that you saw today, what it may end up happening is you may get, because now that you broke through this resistance level at 403, right? You have your next resistance level that sits right here at 411.50. Okay, this is your next level of resistance. You guys can draw a line on your screen. It's 411.50. That's your next level. So now that you broke through this level, what I think you could see tomorrow is you can maybe see a slight gap up tomorrow, right? Where you get above today's high, and then you run out of steam, and then you start to pull back, and you get a candle that looks something like this, tomorrow, where you get a little bit more upside, and then you run out of steam, and you start to pull back, and then you're going to want the market to find support back at this level, okay? And the market then finds its footing and does something like this. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. So you may get a new high. What I mean by a new high, well, I mean you'll break above today's high tomorrow, but then pull back underneath it. And then you consolidate it, because we have to retest this level. This is a huge level. You're not just going to break through, like the market's not going to do this. Okay. You're not going to do this tomorrow, right? You're not going to do that and then do that. And then
what if PCE comes in below expectations?
Still no, because this PCE number is a month old data. So when you get the CPI number, which is the 13th, that's November's data. The PCE number is October data. So it's a much older data point than the CPI number. The CPI number is going to be a lot more important than the PCE number tomorrow. So CPI number in 2 weeks, more important than tomorrow's PCE. All right. But even if the PCE is much better than expected, the market's not just going to run away from this 200-day moving average without testing it. It's too big of a resistance level, and there's too many people that don't believe that this move is possible. So it has to backfill. This move has to be backfilled. Okay. You got to backfill.
What does backfilled mean, and what's the significance of it? Like, why does something need to get backfilled?
Is like, so when you break through a big resistance level. Now, technical analysis 101, things that you guys will learn as members of True Trading Group. It's things you'll learn really when you first get started trading.
Speaking of things you'll learn at True Trading Group, Joe, go ahead and post the syllabus for everyone in chat real quick. These are the topics that you will learn by becoming a member of True Trading Group. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry to interrupt.
For sure. So when you break through a major level of resistance that gets broken will then tend to become support. So that's how you get confirmed breakouts. Confirmed breakouts happen when you get the breakout, which is what you got today. Okay. But the confirmation on the breakout will happen when you pull back and backfill the move back to the level. So let's say you pull back to the level, and then the level holds as support. Then you get the confirmation and you get the follow through. So there's three different stages to a breakout move. Stage one is the breakout itself. That's stage one. Stage two is the retest or backfill that, you can call it whatever you want, a retest, a backfill, a consolidation, all those words mean the same thing. And that would be this stage, right? Where you pull back and then retest on that level. And then you get the follow through. And that is the final stage of the breakout, which is the follow through. But what I think this is too big of a level to not pull back and test it. So I think this level needs to get tested. I don't expect us to just run straight through 409, 410, right? So I think that you're going to get a pullback and a retest of that level.
Okay. Do me a favor, define soft landing for a minute.
A soft landing would be an increase in unemployment without a recession.
Okay.
A slight increase or a moderate increase in unemployment. All right. So a lot of people don't know this, right? The last unemployment number that we got was 3.7%. That is extremely low. That is historically way below average. If you took the unemployment rate for the last 30 years, the average is over 5%. We are at 3.7. So if unemployment goes from 3.7 to 4.8 or 5.0, that's not the end of the world. A severe recession is a 9% unemployment number, a 10% unemployment number. 9 to 10% was the unemployment rate during the 2008-2009 recession. It was the unemployment rate in the early 80s when you had the double dip recession. Those are severe recessions. Unemployment going to 4.8% or 5% does not necessarily mean you have to have a recession. That is just us reverting back to the average unemployment rate that has been the unemployment rate for the last 30 years on average. Right now it's 3.7. So it may feel crappy when you go from 3.7 to 4.8, but in the grand scheme of things, that's a normal unemployment rate. So recession is defined as 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. Now, you got 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth this year, but it was a very strange negative GDP number because of inventory levels. And that was mostly due to COVID. So you actually had negative GDP because of inventory levels, even though you had very strong consumer spending and an unemployment rate that was at a 5-decade low at 3.5 and 3.6%. So no economic institution would label that a true recession. It's a technical recession, but it's not a true recession.
All right. So let's cut through the noise for a second. How can people take this information that you are giving them right now? How can they take this information and how can they make money with it immediately? Go.
I'm talking about a ton of information.
Okay. Well, what I'm talking about is factoring in these large economic catalysts into your trading and investing decisions, the importance of being reactive instead of predictive, all of that stuff. How can they take the things that you're talking about right now and translate that into strategy to make money quick, or to at least have the chance to make money soon or now?
I think what people need to do is just the first thing I would tell people is to check where you get your information from, because the media and different YouTube channels have over the last 2 months have published the end of days apocalyptic depression scenarios to scare the crap out of people, because that's what gets them views and that's how they make money. We don't make money based on how many people view our YouTube videos. There's not ads on these YouTube videos. Okay. People that put out these videos on YouTube calling for the end of the world, this market's going down 80%. People that publish articles talking about those things, they get paid based on how many people watch their crap. So you cannot get your information, actionable information, from people that make their money based on your time. You need to get your information from people that make their money based on you making money. So you need to not fall victim to the fear mongering that gets put out, because that is how you're going to make horrible life lasting impact decisions for your financial situation, for you and your family. And that's from people that during the COVID crash, it was all the zombie apocalypse. I told everybody on YouTube, go back and watch my YouTube videos from March and April of 2020. I told you every single live stream that this is the greatest investment opportunity of my life, and I'm buying everything I can get my hands on. And that's exactly what I did. And I told you every day that that was happening. But you read the news and you thought that there were literally zombies at your door.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you come forward to the end of September, early October, and then what happened? It was, oh, Credit Suisse is going bankrupt. It's the Lehman Brothers moment. It's like, no, Credit Suisse is not a Lehman Brothers moment. It's not going to even be close to something like that. And I actually came on and did a live stream that day. And it was like, guys, stop. This is peak pessimism. This is not a Lehman Brothers moment. I was on Wall Street when Lehman Brothers happened. This is not that. But too many people don't want, they just, oh, no, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world. Stop betting on the end of the world, because it only happens once. So stop betting on it. And start really doing a real look at, where do I get my information from? You don't have to get your information from me or True Trading Group, but wherever you get your information from, just make sure you understand who they are, what their background is, what their experience and education level is, and how they benefit from whatever it is that they're doing. So that's point number one. Learn how to trade this environment, learn how to trade this market, because this is the most opportunistic, volatile market that I've ever seen in my 17 years of doing this. You've had more days this year, and today is another one, where the market has gone up or down more than 2% in a single day, more than any other time throughout history. Okay? More than any other time throughout history, you've had the market move more than 2% in a single day. That is, by definition, the most volatile market in history. Now, volatility creates opportunity for traders like us. We day trade, we swing trade, right? So trading that volatility will generate income. That's our goal, to generate income from the trading environment we find ourselves in. But then the long-term portfolio, that's where wealth is generated. I don't keep my long-term portfolio and my trading account together. They're completely separate. And use all of these market sell-offs and use all of these end of days, depression, peak pessimism scenarios to take advantage and buy. When the world is screaming the end of days, that is when you need to be buying stuff. When you get to peak pessimism, that's when you need to be buying. We've added stuff in our long-term portfolio, and we've damn near almost bottom ticked the stocks that we've added in our long-term portfolio. Now, I still have not added all of my cash. If you guys have been following my live streams for a while, September and October of 2021, go back and watch the live streams. They're all on this channel. I told you I was selling my long-term portfolio. I raised a lot of cash because I thought the markets were going to crash this year. They did. We've started putting that money back into the market. 3,800 on the S&P and 3,600 on the S&P is where that money has gone into the market for us. But I still have one last piece of cash that is on the sidelines, because I think we get another sell-off in the beginning half of next year. And that, my friends, is when that last piece of money is going into the markets. Adam, you there?
Yeah, I was just figuring something out. All right, excellent. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the first 5 giveaways right now.
Okay,
so,
sweet.
Yeah. So what we're doing today for members, real quick, and this will be really quick. We're going to give away. We're going to go ahead and give away $100 to 10 True Trading Group members. I'm going to do the first 5 right now. So let's go ahead. We'll just knock that out real quick.
Let's do it.
Let me just set this to 4 seconds spin each. And trades.
Trades. So this is a giveaway. This is a giveaway, guys, for members. Just don't, this is just for members of True Trading. If you're not a member, don't worry about this. We're doing a quick giveaway for our members. Got a quick cash giveaway for our members.
Okay.
Fernando RI. Congrats, Fernando RI. Fernando.
All right, almost done. Snow Lion.
Snow Lion. Congrats, Snow Lion.
Guy Junkie.
Oh, Sky Junkie. Congrats.
Okay, all right, and we'll stop there.
Maggie,
so we got our
congrats.
first 5 trades: Fernando RI, Snow Lion, Sky Junkie, and Maggie K. I will put this on the screen. You guys have 5 minutes to send me an email to the email address that was listed in the form, and we'll be back in a little bit to do the last 5 of these winners because we're giving away $100 to 10 people today.
Awesome,
all right?
Awesome.
So 5 more to go. We'll get there shortly. All right. So, yeah, I was wrong about that. So, guys, real quick, Sam Bankman-Fried, or as I like to call him, Scam Bankman-Fried, is going to be speaking in a couple minutes on CNBC at the 2022 Deal Book Summit. This should be interesting.
This should be very interesting.
Yeah. Unreal. Right?
I don't know I don't know how he's even allowed to sit there not in handcuffs. I mean, listen, to be fair, I don't have all the details, but from where I sit, certainly looks like he broke a few laws, but it's a complex situation, and I'm the first person to tell you I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not sure what the regulations are and what jurisdictions he is bound by, and I don't know. But
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of it is a lot of the donations. I mean, look, this guy got paid up with all the right people. He really did get paid up with all the right people, man. I mean, you could say whatever you want, but he got paid up with all the right people. So
yes, he did.
So I don't know, right? I don't know how that all kind of plays out in the end, but unbelievable, right? So what do you think? What does your gut tell you? Are we gonna hold 403 tomorrow?
I think so, man. I think so.
Why do you think that?
Because I just think that listen, I've been calling for a Santa Claus rally for the last couple of months, and I'm still standing by it, and you asked me, you actually came on, we did a live stream the very last day of September, I think, when the markets were crashing, and you had asked me, you're like, hey man, you still think we get that Santa Claus rally? Because we just made a new low of the year. It was this day. So this was the low of the year, right? That was the June low. Remember? So that was the June low. And then we came on this day right there. And you asked me, do I still think that we're going to have a Santa Claus rally? Because the market just made a new low and everybody was crapping their pants. And I said, yes. It's September. Santa Claus rally doesn't happen until Christmas. It's November into December. That is the Santa Claus rally. And I still think that happens. The only way, and I've been saying this the whole time, the only way I don't think we have a Santa Claus rally is if the inflation number on December 13th is higher than expected.
Got it. I do want to bring up, I do want to pull this up here for a second. One sec. Can we hear it? Can you hear it?
I cannot.
Oh my God. Why isn't this working?
I like how he's not at the actual conference. Or he's not like on the floor, like openly, like on a stage, like everybody else. And you know what, bro? Comb your hair, put an adult grown-up shirt on. You just scammed people out of billions of dollars, and you sit there in your underwear, like on national television. I hate this kid. I absolutely hate this kid. No decency or man, I hate this kid. Nobody can hear anything, Adam. I don't know if you.
No one can hear, huh?
I mean, I can't hear it. I don't know if anybody else could. I can't hear it. Yeah, and he's not in person. Actually, I knew it. That was what I was saying. I was like, how is he in not if he's in person for this? Oh, there you go.
The kinds of that I've been getting repeatedly over the past.
How about now?
What do you
Yes.
This man?
Yeah.
Can you hear now?
I mean, I'm
Yes.
really
Yes.
sorry about what happened. Here's, the long and short of what happened. And I'll start by saying, just to make a distinction here, you look at the U.S. platform, you look at the international platform. U.S. platform, it's a U.S. regulated platform with American users. To my knowledge, that's fully solvent. That's fully funded. And, I believe that withdrawals could be opened up today and everyone could be made whole from that none of these problems plagued the U.S. platform. Then you look at the international platform, for their non-U.S. users. And, as the letter says, Alameda Research did have a long position. And the international platform, it's a margin trading platform. It's a derivatives platform. It's a platform where all the clients were, going on, placing something as collateral and using that to put on a position, whether that's a futures position, a spot position, a borrow. And, what the exchange was storing was the collateral from all of those positions. Alameda Research was, one of those that put on positions there. And as I try and reconstruct this, over the last month, I have limited access to data, but my view of it, from what I have been able to see, is roughly that, basically, look, a year ago, Alameda had, I think, something like 10% leverage, had something like 10 times the assets of the position that it had on. Over the course of the last year, there were a number of market crashes that drove the value of those assets down and the leverage up. I think it was.
Can you hear me?
My knowledge still under
Yes.
2x leverage, as of
Yes.
A month ago. You look at what happened this month.
He can't even look at the camera.
In a few days, all out.
I wouldn't either if I was him.
Which led to a total market collapse in a pretty short period of time. No bid side liquidity. I think more than $10 billion wiped off in a matter of days.
He can't make eye contact with the camera.
Realistically speaking, no ability for FTX to be able to liquidate that position and generate everything that was owed.
But I think the bigger question is where Alameda got the loan from, which is to say that there is a view that this is about commingling of funds. Right. And in that letter that I just read you, this gentleman actually.
Yeah, I hope Sorkin drills the crap out of him.
The terms of service for FTX into the email. And I just want to read you this. It says, none of the digital assets in your account.
Oh, you drink LaCroix.
Drink your LaCroix, you fucking asshole.
FTX trading. FTX trading does not represent or treat digital assets in users' accounts as belonging to FTX trading. So how is it possible that Alameda had this loan of such a large size?
So there's that piece from the terms of service, but there were a number of other parts of the terms of service and a number of other parts of the platform on top of that. There is the borrow lending facility where users were lending billions of dollars of assets to each other, collateralized by assets on the exchange. You had obviously futures contracts where there are leveraged positions on. Now, of course, all of this, it's meant to be the case that these are positions where FTX could, if it needed to, margin call those positions and close them down in time such that it would cover all of those, all those shorts, all those liabilities. Obviously, that wasn't the case here, and that's a massive failure of oversight, of risk management, and of diffusion of responsibility from myself running FTX.
But just make this very straight. Was there commingling of funds? That's what it appears like. It appears like there's been a genuine commingling of the funds that are of FTX customers that were not supposed to be commingled with your separate firm.
$10 if he starts crying.
I ain't going to commingle funds. And again, one piece of this, you have the margin trading. You have, customers borrowing from each other. Alameda is one of those. I was frankly surprised by how big Alameda's position was, which points to another failure of oversight on my part, and failure to appoint someone to be chiefly in charge of that.
Bro, he just threw his girlfriend under the bus.
I wasn't trying to commingle funds.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. The Wall Street Journal reported that Carolyn Ellison told Alameda staffers used FTX client funds to cover loans that were being recalled because of the Luna-triggered credit crunch. Carolyn says that she, Sam, Gary were aware of this. How do you square that with what you originally said over Twitter, that this was an $8 billion accounting mistake?
So I'll point to two things. And first of all, obviously, I don't know what anyone else is thinking here. I can only talk about it from what I know, from what I knew. And a lot of this is reconstructing it over the last month. I have limited access to data, but what it seems like happened is in the middle of the year, a lot of, most of the borrow lending desks in the space blew out or closed down. And it seems like Alameda had, margin positions opened with them, and that it likely moved a bunch of that over to FTX this year when they shut down. And that means, I think it was over collateralized positions, but positions that involve substantial size and substantial US dollar size on the borrow side. In terms of the accounting mistake, again, looking through what happened, I think that there is a substantial discrepancy between what the financials were, what the audited financials were, the true financials, what the exchange understood. All of that was consistent, versus what the dashboards that we had displayed for Alameda's account there, which substantially under displayed the size of that position. And so that's one of the reasons that I was surprised when we dug into everything at how big that position had become.
But when you agree,
we lost the sound. We lost the sound. Yeah, guys.
In intention, it was in effect tied together substantially more than I would have ever wanted it to be.
So you did an interview earlier this summer with Bloomberg, and you were asked about the connection between Alameda and FTX, and you said that obviously came from the same place because it started that way, and the same original people. But most of the remaining nexuses, you said, have dropped off.
Yep.
I know the people from Alameda decently well, almost as if you don't know what's happening there. And there isn't like a large amount, of ways remain that we are actively working together. Anything like that. Alameda is a wholly separate entity. They're different offices, like different principal offices. We don't have any shared personnel. We're also not the same company. We not all are under the same corporate umbrella or anything like that. And yet it seems like Alameda people were living in the same penthouse where you may very well be right now, all together.
Most of Alameda was not there. I don't live there now, but not there now. I have not lived there for the rest of the time. But
please don't tell him where I am, Andrew Sorkin.
With one or two members of Alameda for a little while. And I'll also say that, as I was, earlier this summer, looking at the relationship and this is a pretty big mistaken oversight of mine, I was viewing it primarily from the trading volume perspective, because that's what drives our revenue. And so when I was looking at how intertwined are FTX and Alameda, I was looking at, well, what fraction of trading volume, what fraction of liquidity on the platform does Alameda represent? That had fallen off from something like 45% in 2019 to something like 2% this year. But in terms of positions and balances, it was a much larger fraction. I hadn't been looking at that. That's a pretty big
But Sam, I think the question is whether you were supposed to have access to these accounts to begin with. If I worked at a bank and was a bank teller,
Yep.
and I decided to leave the bank at the end of the evening and take the cash that I ostensibly had access to, even if I intended to bring it back to the bank later, even with more money to give them back, I still stole the money.
Look, I wasn't running Alameda. I didn't know exactly what was going on.
This is painful.
Didn't know the size of their
This is
position.
painful to watch.
A lot of these are things I've learned over the last month that I learned as I was sort of frantically digging into this on November 6th, November 7th, November 8th. Obviously that's a pretty big mistake on March. That's a pretty big oversight that I wasn't more aware. I think I was, scared of, I was nervous because of the conflict of interest about being too involved. Obviously that shouldn't have meant that I didn't have real oversight, or that it really shouldn't have meant that I failed to appoint anyone to be in charge of that oversight, that relationship. But
Guys, do you want us to stay on this until it's over, or would you rather us talk about other stuff? Why don't you just comment in chat, guys? If you tell me what you guys want to do. You want me to stay on this? So just yes or no. Do you want us to stay on this interview? Yes or no? Do you want us to stay on this interview? Yes or no? Wow, it's pretty even split. Wow, man, that's pretty close. I don't know. I think I'm seeing. You know what?
Why don't we give it like 5 more minutes and then cut it?
Yeah, guys.
Why don't we give it like?
Yeah, we'll give it like 5 more minutes. We'll give it like 5 more minutes and then we'll cut it. I'm frozen, so.
Scroll back to 2019, Alameda and FTX were very connected in a number of ways. Scroll back to 2019, one of the Alameda and FTX were very connected in a primary liquidity provider on FTX. It was 40-something% of volume. It was the backstop liquidity provider. You scroll forward to 2022, it was down to 2% of volume. We had a lot of backstop liquidity providers.
Hey guys, we'll give it like 5 more minutes, guys. We'll give it like 5 more minutes. Oh, I guess we're off. All right, guys. Yeah, we're good. Adam, can you hear me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. All right. That was interesting.
Unreal.
Yep.
Absolutely unreal.
Homie's going to jail.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that he's not doing the interview in person, that they don't know where he
Dude,
is.
did you see how nervous he got when Sorkin tried to say, "Oh, I don't know if you're at that that penthouse right now," and he's like, no, I'm not the penthouse. I'm not,
I'm surprised his lawyers are even letting him do this interview and letting him speak, because he is not a very good, whatever he says right now is going to be used if there's, action. So, I'm just disgusted with this kid. I hate the look of this kid. I hate the sound of this kid. And it's like, you come on national television after losing people billions of dollars, and that's what you look like. You look like a slob. You look like a high college kid in his dorm room that just got done smoking weed with Dorito crumbs all over his shirt. Unbelievable. And then blames it on traders at Alameda. Like you didn't know what was going on. Are you kidding me?
His girlfriend.
I know. I know.
Is the person at Alameda.
I know. Oh, such a joke. Such a joke.
This is the problem, is that, and that's why we come on here and we say all the time. That's why we come on here and we say it all the time. This industry sucks. Yeah. There is always someone trying to take advantage of somebody else for something. Always. So.
Unreal, man.
Yeah. Unreal. All right, well, let's get back to stuff that actually matters. Before we do that, let's go ahead and do that.
Guys, how many people do we have? Over 1,200 people that are watching the live with us right now. Do me a favor, if you guys are not members, type the letters TTG real quick in chat. If you're not a member, type the letters TTG inside chat right now. Just type the letters TTG if you are not a member. If you're not a member, type TTG.
Yep. We're about to give you our entire outlook for tomorrow. We're going to tell you what our game plan is for tomorrow. But we just want to know who we're talking to, first of all, on here. Oh, I forgot to turn on the thing. All right, so we got Jermaine Gardner, JD Sip. We got Harold Patterson. We're at 410 on the SPY after hours. We got Todd Beveridge, Regina D, Jay Huang, Kenra Harris, S. Phillips, Goldmine 07, Urine Animal Sailor, Team PJCT, Doug Whedon, welcome back. Who else we got? We got Jonathan Wilson, welcome back. Laszlo Bacau. What else? Who else? Don't be afraid to smash that like button. You like and subscribe. All right, we got Ty 2 certified. Jack Talk Ty real well. We got Dr. Odin. Yeah, a lot of new people, man. A lot of new people.
Yep, lots of new faces here today.
Very, very good. Welcome. So, do you want to tell him?
I think. Why don't you tell him? You're on a roll. Why don't you tell him?
All right. Well, all right, guys. Well, let's get into it then. True Trading Group did something pretty big yesterday. So before I kind of get into what it is that we did, what I'd like to know real quick is how many people that are not members were on the live stream yesterday? Type the number 1. How many of you that are not members were on the live stream yesterday? Type the number 1. Again, how many of you that were not members or are not members were on the live stream yesterday? Type the number 1. Roller Coaster Capital, Dave Parasoto, Memphis Street Doc is confused. Jonathan Wilson, Expediting Addicts, fair enough. Kenya Harris, Joe Mahadio, Todd Beveridge. I wonder if that's your last name because that is super cool. Bryant Boney, Bruno DeSoto, Tau 5. Okay, so a good amount of you. So you guys have already heard what it is that we've done. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, and you were not on the live yesterday, type the number 2 in chat. If you are not a member of True Trading Group and you were not on the live yesterday, type the number 2 in chat. We got The Donald, No Name, Ballistic, Harold Patterson, Team PJC, DTNTC, Claudia Munoz, Renzo Valeriani, JD Sip, Vaughn, John Lignowski, Jermaine Gardner, Dr. Odin. Okay, cool. So there's a Doug Whedon. So there's a lot of people that weren't on the live yesterday when we announced this. So let me explain something real quick. True Trading Group. Normally what we do is, for those that have ever been on a live before, we try and get laptops to give out when you sign up. We have a new wholesaler. We cannot buy in small increments of like 10 or 15 at a time. So this new wholesaler gives us great pricing on bulk. So for our Black Friday sale, we bought 100 from them. The Black Friday sale went very, very well. And then Mike and I are sitting around, we're thinking, well, what do we do for a holiday sale, right? Do we want to, do we want to go ahead and kind of mess with the price all month and do all that stuff and whatever? And the answer is no. All right. There's, for everyone that's not a member, and this is the last question I'll ask you, I promise. For everyone that's not a member, can you type the number 5 if you're tired of being like sold by everyone in this industry? There's another sale every 5 minutes. There's, type the number 5 if you're not a member and you're just completely fed up with like just being like, oh, today is my grandma's birthday sale. Today is Black Friday. Today is Cyber Monday. Today is Cyber Week. Today is Mike's cat's uncle's, best friend's birthday, right? Like, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It's also kind of like disrespectful to people because apparently everyone thinks you guys are morons. And this industry has a terrible reputation. Okay. So what Mike and I decided to do was we decided we're not going to play games with that. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to offer a 50% discount all month. Okay. All month, we're going to offer a 50% discount. And what we really wanted to do is we wanted to be able to offer laptops all month with it. So I went to our wholesalers and they came back and they said that they would give us 250 laptops. It's like $40,000 in laptops if we wanted them. So Mike and I split it and we bought 250 laptops like less than 48 hours ago. So we're going to do 50% off for the whole month. We're going to give you guys a free laptop, the first 250 people. Obviously, we're not going to sign, we're not going to, sell out of them today. That's insane. But that's what we're going to do this month. And that's just going to be our holiday sale. We're not going to do a Hanukkah sale, a Christmas sale, a New Year sale, a New Year, New Me sale. We're not going to do any of that. It's just going to be a holiday sale. It's going to run from right now till January 2nd or until the first 250 people sign up. Now, we average, we average well over 250 new signups per month. So I know that we're going to hit 250 in December. I just don't know at what pace.
Right.
We're going to hit it. Okay. Armenian Christmas is January 6th. Oh shit. All right. Well, we definitely have to do that. Can you send me a picture of Armenian Santa Claus? Because I really want to see that. Now, I did this yesterday. I'm going to do it again real quick. For everyone that's not a member, just stick around for a second, please. This is going to make a lot of sense to you. How many of you on here that are not, I know I said last question, but this will be the last one. How many of you on here that are not members have ever been a part of another group and you always felt like you were $500 away from getting like the secret, right? How many of you on here that are not members always felt like you were like $500 away from getting the secret, that there were just upsell after upsell after upsell after upsell for this? Go ahead and type the number 6. If that's you, type the number 6. Todd Beveridge, Ballistic. Yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to explain to you really quick what makes True Trading Group different. Okay? And I'm going to do that by comparing it to another group. Okay? Now, I want to just specify very clearly that I am not going to badmouth these other groups. I have nothing negative to say about somebody else's business. I am literally just showing you for comparative, for comparative purposes. I want you to understand what makes us different. That is all. Okay? So Mike and I realized that we had to go ahead and disrupt an industry if we wanted to really stand apart from everything else that exists. You have Warrior Trading and Tim Sykes and Simpler Trading and all these bigger companies that are out there, right? Now, we've grown a lot ourselves. We have over 10,000 members in True Trading Group, all across the world on literally every continent of this planet. Okay? So what I want to show you is this. Let's take, for example, let's go ahead and take Warrior Trading. I have nothing negative to say about Ross Cameron. I have nothing negative to say about his business, his courses, his tools, nothing. Nothing negative. I just want to point out the price structuring difference here. You have 3 options when you sign up for Warrior Trading. Most of you on here that are not members will know what Warrior Trading is because they advertise like crazy. Well, if you pay a one-time membership fee for $9.97, and there's a sale right now, okay, so you'll get 50% off. You get 1 course, and that's it. If you want their chat room, that's a separate monthly subscription. If you want support, that's an extra subscription. And if you want the simulator and everything else that they offer, that's an extra subscription. So they have a 50% off sale. You spend $4.98, then you tap on all these extra things, and then before you know it, you're now paying $7.92 now, and then $300 per month. Simpler Trading, right? These are the cost of all of the courses: $3.97, $4.97, $5.97, $5.97, $5.97, $3.97. This, what I am describing right now, is the problem with this industry. Is that there is, you are always literally $500 away from achieving that next great level of success. Well, True Trading Group is very different. What we have done is we went out to many different companies. We went out to Benzinga. We went out to Quote Media, to TradingView, to all of these other companies. And we said, listen, what do we have to do to get your premium tools on our platform at no additional cost to our members? We want to bake it into the cost of an annual membership. And we went back and forth for a long time. This took a while. And what ends up happening is we get the deal done. And now when you sign up for True Trading Group, you get access to all of our courses, all of our tools, any new courses, any new tools for that one price for the whole year. You are never upsold for any courses, for any tools. You're not upsold for different chat. There are no different chat rooms. There are no, upsells for alerts. None of those things. You get all alerts, all courses, all tools, all the time. Always. There's nothing. That's it. So that is what has helped us stand apart. Okay. So one of the other things that we're going to do is our reputation has really started to speak for itself after several years. So what I mean by that is that in this world, you have to know what you're worth. We know that we're worth a lot more than what we're charging right now, and that's fine. What we're going to do is after January 2nd, our price is going to go up to around $2,000. That's going to be for the whole year. Our structure is not changing, just the price is going up. What we'll do at that point in January is we will allow people to put down, $1,000 and then 6 months later, pay another 1,000 and be done. Okay. But for right now, until we do that, the normal price of this membership is usually $2,212. We're going to do this till January 2nd. We're going to give you this for 50% off. And we're going to give it to you for $1,100 for the whole year, paid up front. You get access to everything that we have immediately. All real-time data, all courses, all tools, everything. We are with you from 8:30 in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Mike does not go to the beach midday. Okay, we have 9 other mods in chat, all different styles of trading. And the truth is that within True Trading Group, Mike said something really interesting at the beginning of this live stream, is that you want to surround yourself with people or with companies that actually base their success upon your success. So watch this for a second. If you're a member of True Trading Group and you are plain and simple making money, type the $ in chat. If you're a member of True Trading Group making money or becoming a better trader, type the $ in chat. I want people to just try and count the $ that come through. You're not going to be able to. There you go. There you go. These are real people making real money with True Trading Group. That is not because Mike, is some sort of trading prophet. That's not because he has 100% success rate. It's because we're teaching these people how to fish, how to stand on their own 2 feet. A lot of these people don't even follow Mike's trades anymore. We're teaching these people how to be self-sufficient because bosses turn their friends and family into bosses, and that's what we do. And guess what? These people don't have unlimited amounts of time. They don't all just, have nothing but time and whatever. These people have full-time jobs. These people work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. They have families. They have, and they're still making it work because you can do all the courses on your own time. We have this mobile app. It makes it possible for people to stay connected that have a job, that have other things going on, that people that can't afford to just sit in front of their computer all day. Our mobile app will keep you connected so that you can take advantage of the opportunities in the market right now. Available to you all. And not only that, but if you're somebody out there that's worried about is there going to be a recession? Am I going to lose my job? Whatever. Here's another really cool example I want you to take a look at. There are a lot of traders inside of True Trading Group, a lot of members that since they have joined, they have transitioned into becoming full-time traders and investors. TTG members, are you now a full-time trader? Have you transitioned into a full-time trader since joining True Trading Group? Type the number 2 in chat if that's you. Let's see. There we go. Watch it. These are all people that started out with full-time jobs when they came into True Trading Group and transitioned into becoming a full-time trader. I want you to find any other community, any other group that can produce results like this. I don't need to tell you, Mike does not need to tell you how great True Trading Group is and how successful people are or how big his P&L is. You need to just look at what our members are doing, because that's all that matters. If Mike makes $1 million tomorrow on a trade, none of that's going towards your mortgage. All that matters is if you're making money. That is why you are here. That is why you are listening to this. That is why you would sign up and put $1,100 into something, so that you can make back 4, 5, 6, 7, 100 times your money. That's why you do it. Who gives a crap what he makes? Now, obviously, I get it. You want to learn from somebody that's successful. And yes, he's successful. And yes, our other 9 pro traders are successful. We have about an 80% win rate for over 2 years consistently. And John says, will you guys offer an open house day to see if it fits our style? John, there are 9 professional traders: options, equities, swing trade, scalping, day trading, long-term investing, options trading, leaps, futures. I assure you, your style and personality is within that group. I assure you. There's too much variation for it not to be. So, yeah. Also, we do something that nobody else does. There's a lot of companies out there that will offer a, like a 30-day money-back guarantee, right? And sure, what we can do is we could say, all right, guys, anyone that signs up, we're going to give a 30-day money-back guarantee. But, here's the catch. You have to complete all of our courses, attend all this, do that, jump through a hoop. We want to see a double backflip, somersault, half handspring, and a hand job. And then at that point, we'll give you the 30-day money-back guarantee, right? Or we can be realistic about it, and we can tell you, sign up for $1,100, okay, right now. Take the year. You're going to go through all courses. You're going to pass the exams. You get the answer key, so that's not like the catch, right? But you will get the proper amount of time to go through this. Okay? The proper amount of time to go through this. Attend a small private study group. You get 2 of them per year. They're both free. So you attend it, right? They're every Thursday. So just attend one. Pass the courses, pass the exams, and in 1 year, at the end of your 1 year, if you cannot make $1,100 back one time, we will give you back $2,200. That is how confident we are. That is how confident we are that this can work for you. You do all the courses, you pass the exams, you attend one study group over 1 year. At the end of that year, you come back and say, hey, you know what? I didn't make $1,100. Not once. And we'll say, all right, John Smith or Jane, or Jane Doe, send us your trading records for the year from your account. You send it to us. We review it over like a day or two. And then we say, okay, yep, you're 1,000% correct. You did not make it. And then we say, which would you like? Would you like another year of True Trading Group, or would you like $2,200 back? And guess what? 80% of the people that we've had that conversation with, and it's not much, because we have a 2.6% refund rate. since we started True Trading Group. We come back and we say, hey, out of that 2.6%, we say, hey, do you want another year or do you want a refund? Most people want another year, which should tell you everything you need to know. If you're a member of True Trading Group and you made your membership fee back, type the number 1. If you made your membership fee back and you're a member of True Trading Group, type the number 1. Yeah, it's not that hard. It is not that hard to make back $1,100 in a year. No other group will do what I just said, and we stand behind that. It is recorded on here. There's not a credit card company in the world that would give us the win on that dispute. Okay? So Gold Miner also says, let's see. What account size is honestly needed to get a good start? I don't want to hear simulator. Give me honest answer about account size to get off the ground. First of all, you know, I wouldn't take that approach if I don't want to hear simulator. It is extremely important that you use the simulator. Even the most experienced traders, it is very important that you use the simulator from time to time. You know, that is very, very important. So I wouldn't necessarily take that attitude. But, you know, what do you need to get started? A lot of us started with under $1,000, man. Here, I'll ask members. You know, you got to ask the members these questions. Don't listen to me or Mike.
Yeah, it's always better.
Members, after you signed up for TTG, if you started with under $1,000 in your trading account, let us know what you started with and where you're at now. TTG members, after you signed up with your trading group, okay, if you started with under $1,000, let us know where you're at now and what you started with. Okay, Diane Fig started with $100, Supreme J 300, Bruce Sears 500, made membership back in about a month. Okay. Joe H 600 and is now at 5,000. Chris Botsis 500 is now at 7,000. Raj N 500. Bogey started last week 100, now at $200 in a week. You made 100% on your money in 1 week.
Look at firefighter Greg, $850 in May is now over 14,000. Yep. TTG Better Together, $500 now over $3,000.
Right.
$695 for Michelle in 2 weeks, now over $1,000. Diana, great job today, by the way. I saw your trades in Pinduoduo and the SPY, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Diana. Diana started with $150. She's at $1,400 now.
Yeah. So, you know, we do this because it doesn't matter what we say. We can tell you that members are making money. They started with less. All you're going to hear is, oh, they're just telling me what I want to hear to sign up.
So let me just, Adam, so I want to follow. Gold Miner goes, I've been on simulators with great metrics before the win percentage rate, but when I flip live, something changes. Gold Miner, I'll tell you right now what's changing. It's the trader psychology aspect of trading. Your mindset changes when you have real money on the line. Now, I think what are the most important courses of the TTG curriculum, which actually when we have surveyed members, they all vote that that's their most commonly voted as their favorite courses are the trader psychology courses. There's actually there's two parts of the trader psychology courses, and that is where you're going to actually make the difference. Trading is 80, if not more, 80% mental. Okay, I can teach you how to read charts. I can teach you indicators, chart patterns. I can teach you what a good setup looks like and what a bad setup looks like. But it doesn't mean, Jack, you know what, if you can't control your emotions when you are making decisions. When traders trade with emotions, they make mistakes. When they make mistakes, they lose money. You need to learn how to act like a robot. There is a reason why algorithms and robots are better at this game than we are, because algorithms and robots do not have emotions. You do. So the trader psychology aspect is, in my opinion, the most important part of trading. And in my opinion, the most important courses that are in the curriculum that you guys learn when you become members of True Trading Group. And I think members that are on this live stream would probably be in agreement with me that that's the most important part. So if you're good on a simulator and you're bad with real money, it's not because you're a bad trader. If you were a bad trader, you wouldn't be able to make money on the simulator. You know what you're doing. You just are in your own way. Your emotions and your mind are in your own way. We will help you fix that.
All right, let them know what they get and how they can sign up.
Yeah, guys, so listen. So Adam just went over a bunch of stuff with you guys. I'll tell you how you can join the family right now. Go to ttgoffer.com. That's ttgoffer.com. Enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price it'll say $22.12 because that's our normal price. When you type TTG121, you click apply code, the price will drop to $1,100. You have to manually enter that coupon code, press apply code. The price will drop to $1,100. That's going to be our holiday sale. We're going to run it all month. We have 230 laptops left. As of yesterday, we had 250. We now have 230. You will also be getting, if you guys sign up here this evening, a one-on-one mentor session with any of the moderators that you choose. That includes myself. So we can have a one-on-one session. What are your weaknesses? What are you struggling with? What can we improve on? If you have questions about your long-term stuff, we can talk about that as well. Whatever you want to go over, it's included. Free with your membership. That's part of our holiday sale for you guys. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price will then drop all the way down to the $1,100. That is the 50% discount. And don't forget, you've got the double your money back guarantee. If you can't make back the $1,100 at least once after going through our courses, passing the quizzes, and attending a study group, we will give you back $2,200. That is how confident we are in the product that we have created and the community that we have created. You get access to everything when you join TTG. There are no upsells for courses. There are no upsells for tools ever. All of our courses and all of our tools are included when you guys join the TTG fam. Okay? It's an all-inclusive package. So that $1,100 will include every single course that we have. Joe, why don't you post the link to the syllabus one more time? If you guys are interested in the courses, you can click the link. You'll get a list of every single course you're going to get access to. There are no pro courses or VIP courses that cost more money. They're all included. But you also get $5,000 worth of premium stock market tools from some of the top companies out there. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. That's over $1,000 just on its own if you go to Benzinga directly. It's included with your membership for the $1,100. You get Trading View's premium charting software, Quote Media's full book level 2. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. You get the trade idea scanner, a trading journal. You get a social sentiment reader, which will tell you what ticker symbols are being mentioned most on the different social media platforms. You get a heat map. You get analyst ratings, insider buying, insider selling, short data. All of this is included in the $1,100. If you go to these companies directly, it's going to cost you over $5,000 a year to buy these tools. We have already negotiated deals with these companies so we can have their products on the TTG platform so you don't have to pay extra for them. There are no upsells. There are no additional costs for those tools. They are all included when you join. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. You'll know you're getting one of the laptops. We're not going to sell out of 230 laptops tonight, so you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to enter your address when you guys join. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim that free laptop. We cover the shipping. It's totally free. Retail value on that laptop is right around $300. You can use the trade with, use it for work, give it to your kid for school, sell it on eBay, and put the $300 in your trading account. I don't care. Use it as a holiday gift to somebody. It's yours. It's free. As long as you live on planet Earth, we'll get you the laptop. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members all over the world. And don't forget, you get the one-on-one mentor session as well when you guys join here, and you get the double your money back guarantee. You can't make back the $1,100. We got you covered. We'll give you back $2,200. That's the deal when you join True Trading Group. You guys can go to ttgoffer.com right now and enter the code TTG121.
the price is going to say 2,212. You actually have to manually enter the code and click apply code for the price to go from 2,212 down to 1,100. If you see a laptop in your cart, you are getting one. You do not need to enter your address. All right. If you have any questions or if you have any issues at checkout, or if you're a previous member, a previous trial member, or a current trial member, and you would like to take advantage of this offer, you have to send a text to 786-505-4049. That's 786-505-4049, so we can whitelist your email address. All right. Or if you're having trouble on the checkout page, if something's not working, or you have any questions, if you want to know, Mike's zodiac sign, feel free to text that number 786-505-4049. We'll get you guys hooked up. All right.
Yeah.
And so that's that. We also have a trial, if you want to hit on that for a second.
Yeah, we got a trial, guys. You could go to ttgthree.com. That is TTG3 spelled out.com. It's a 7-day trial if you want to try us out first. There's no automatic renewal. There's no automatic upgrade. It's $3. We charge $3 to make sure you're a real person. It is a one-time payment of $3. That's it. And the 7 days do not, weekends and holidays don't count against the 7 days. It's a 7 full trading days. So you can go to ttgthree.com.
But before you do that, it's important that we mention that if you do the trial today, you will not get the free laptop or that price point. So that's the trade-off. That's the catch, so to speak. All right. Yep.
All right, guys. So there you have it. All right. So that's how you guys can join the TTG fam and get access to the platform here this evening. All right. Let me touch on, a lot of people have been talking about Snowflake while we were talking about the how to join the membership. And Snowflake did have a massive recovery after a huge sell-off after the earnings report. So the earnings report saw the stock, gap down here like 11%. It was a huge move to the downside. And then you now have, you're getting a nice recovery. That's from the conference call. So I'm not sure what was said on the conference call. I'm obviously here on this live stream with you, but that was the conference call. I'm not sure what was said, but whatever the CEO and or CFO said on the conference call caused the stock to rally. And you can see the huge increase in volume that occurred during that move to the upside. So something must have been said on the conference call that had the stock move to the upside. I'm not sure exactly what it was. I'll take a look at that when we're finished up here, and we can talk about it tomorrow inside a chat for all of our members. Michelle says, 16 days as a TTG member, entered my first trade November 25th, swing trade, 73.5% profit. Second trade placed on November 29th, day trade, 19% profit. Way to go, Michelle. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Great job, Michelle. What I love the most, Michelle, is that you waited 2 weeks to enter your first trade. And I absolutely love that. Oh, Mr. Rufus Doofus, thank you actually for that comment. Said something about different, growth expectations. Thank you very much for that. I'll take a look at that once we're done with this live. But Michelle, I love that. When you joined, you took some time, maybe went through the courses, familiarized yourself with the platform and the moderators before you just jumped into a trade. I think you went about that the right way. I don't think it's a coincidence that you're nailing 70% gains. I don't think it's a coincidence that you're nailing 70% gains. Adam had to leave a little bit early, guys, but he actually did spin the wheel. And the last of our winners, my TTG members, the last of our winners for the giveaway today, Alexa, double take, extra effort, truck and trader, patience you must have. Okay, so again, the last 5 winners for tonight, Alexa, double take, extra effort, truck and trader, patience you must have. Congratulations, you guys are the last 5 winners of tonight's giveaway. Send an email to the email that was listed in the instructions when you registered for the giveaway. Congratulations to those 5 members who just won the giveaway. All right, guys, let's break things. Let's head on back over to the SPY. And let's talk about this because the breakout day that you had today, we've got some resistance levels that we have to talk about. And this is why I think you're going to get a pullback off of this breakout day today. We mentioned this a little bit earlier on the live stream. We'll talk about it in a little bit more detail here. But there's two things I want you to pay attention to. Okay? There are two things I want you to pay attention to. I'm going to draw them out for you guys here now. Two lines. First line, 403. Second line, 411.50. Right? So we just broke through the 403. That's his first white line you see. That was the resistance level that we just broke through. Then your next resistance level is this 411.50. But then you see this red line on my screen. That's a downtrend resistance line. So what you will all see here is this downtrend. Okay, you'll see this downtrend resistance line that is drawn in red. And what you'll notice is that look what we just did today. We just touched that red downtrend resistance line. So now you're touching this downtrend red resistance line, okay? And you're coming up to this 411.50 resistance point. I'm going to watch for tomorrow. If there is a gap up tomorrow to 411.50, I will look actually for that to be a resistance level and look for a pullback off of that area and look for a pullback from 411.50, maybe back down to like 407. And that can give us as active traders a beautiful, beautiful trade there for tomorrow. My advice for you, if you want to trade the SPY off that 411 resistance level. But if the SPY pulls off, look for stocks that were weak today. Look for stocks that did not participate in the huge rally that we saw this afternoon. Now, it's going to be tough for you to find any stock that did not participate at all in this massive rally that you saw in the overall markets, but they're out there. Okay, just go and like spend some time charting and look at stocks that are still beneath resistance levels. Coinbase is a stock that is still right around, that is beneath a level of resistance. That's just like one as an example. Silvergate is another stock that did not participate in this big afternoon rally, right? There are stocks out there that did not participate in the big rally. Boeing is one of them. Boeing could not break through this 180 resistance level in the face of that massive rally. Walmart is another stock that did not participate, actually right on the day, did not participate in the massive rally. Palo Alto, okay, another one, did not go green on the day, okay, stayed underneath yesterday's close, could not go through and be green on the day. CrowdStrike had a huge gap down because of earnings. Okay, yes, moved higher, but still down 15% on the day, did not participate in the rally. You have a stock like Salesforce. Salesforce is down 2% on the back of earnings, right? These are stocks that are weak. So if you get the pullback tomorrow on the SPY off of 411.50, look to short some of those names. Okay? So that's going to be the game plan for tomorrow. We're going to look for this rally today to get tested. So look for 411.50 to be resistance. Watch for pullbacks. All right. So there you have it, folks. Good stuff. I hope you guys found this live stream helpful. Hope you found it educational. That concludes the educational aspect of the live stream. What I will do here now is I will go through the platform. I'll show you guys the actual platform that is True Trading Group. So if you guys are interested in the membership, stick around. If you're not interested in the membership at all, you can sign off the live stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash the like button before you go. I do this 6 days a week. If you are interested in the platform, stick around. I will show you the platform. Yeah, sure, Diana. I'll hit on Netflix first. I just saw your question. Diana just asked. So Netflix is one of the stronger names that was out there in the whole market today. One of the strongest stocks in the entire market is Netflix. Netflix has a huge resistance level up here in the just when you get over that 300. But I think this stock has more room, and I think Netflix is going to go to 330, and that takes you to this double bottom support that you see back here. before the huge earnings gap down in April. So that level, that double bottom around 330, that's where I think Netflix gets to. You have this resistance level right here, which is the highs from today, and then also yesterday, the highs from this pivot high of November 15th. But if that level gets broken, which I think it does, I think Netflix goes up towards 330. Maybe it doesn't happen tomorrow. Maybe the stock takes a little bit of a breather, but eventually, I think if you get something like this on Netflix, eventually, I think this stock will, in the next week or two, make a move up there towards 330. So I still am bullish on Netflix. All right. So, folks, I will now show you the platform that is True Trading Group. So if you guys are interested in the membership, check it out. You're going to get access to our chat room, of course. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live at the mic, calling out trades in real time. We have an 80% win rate collectively amongst all of the mods for the last 2 years. You're going to get all of our trade alerts and analysis in real time. If you are not able to sit in front of your computer, don't worry about it. We have a mobile app that lets you see the screen share, listen to the audio analysis, and get real-time push notifications whenever the moderators enter or exit trades. So if you can't be in front of your computer, don't worry about it. As long as you have your cell phone on hand, you'll be able to know exactly what the mods are doing before they do it. And you'll know exactly when their orders actually execute with real-time push notifications sent through the mobile app. You're also going to get 2 private study groups with any one of our pro traders to ask questions and speed up your learning curve. You're then going to get all the tools. Benzinga's real-time newsfeed, live up to the second news alerts directly inside of chat. TradingView's premium charting software, the most commonly used charting software by active traders. It's included with your membership. The Trade Ideas Scanner will make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. That's included with your membership. The simulator from ET&A, that will let you trade stocks and options with fake money while you practice implementing what you're learning in the courses. That'll cost you just under $1,000 if you go to ET&A directly. It's included with your membership. You get our own proprietary scanner that will let you create your own custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, all included with your membership. A trading journal that will give you statistics and numbers on your trading so you know where you're making mistakes and you know what you need to improve on. A social sentiment scanner will tell you what ticker symbols are mentioned most on social media. You're going to get analyst ratings on any stock you are interested in. You'll know if there's been insider buying or selling on that name. You'll know what the short data is on that stock. It's all included with your membership. You then get a watch list from all the mods and I that we publish each day to tell you where our focus is with a game plan on how we plan on trading each stock. All of this is included. Then you get our courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. You get all of our courses. There are no upsells for courses. All of our beginner courses, all of our advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto futures. It's all included when you guys join here, the TTG fam. There's no upsells for courses. You get them all. Then you get access to our video library that has access to over 400 hours of workshops and webinars that we have covered with members live with, covering a variety of different trading topics. And then you guys can attend all these workshops live once you become a full-time member. It's time you guys invested in something real, folks. Now, I can't guarantee you'll be successful just because you join TTG. What I can guarantee is if you go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend one study group, and do not make back the $1,100 at least once during your membership, I'll give you back $2,200. That's how confident I am in the educational platform that we have created and the community that we have created. I stand behind this product. I don't think you need the double your money back guarantee, considering we've only had to give it to 2.6% of our users, but it's there for peace of mind. It's there for you to hold us accountable and to show you how much that we stand behind our product. 78% of our members renew their membership. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 1,850 reviews. That's why I'm able to offer you the double your money back. I see the results that members have. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. You'll get a 50% discount and you'll get a brand new laptop. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world, and you get the double your money back guarantee, like I said, and you get the one-on-one mentor session with any one of the moderators that you choose to really help speed up that learning curve, guys, and get you started on the right track. All right. That's it, folks. Thanks for joining me. Again, if you want to join our trial, we have a trial. It's 7 days. Go to ttg3speltout.com. TTGTHREE.com. It's a one-time payment of $3. No automatic upgrade, no automatic renewal, no reoccurring payment. One-time payment of $3. Join our trial and get your butts in chat. Tomorrow's going to be a great day. Today was a crazy day. Tomorrow's going to be a great day as well. I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button.